Ooh.
Warning, localized gravitation manipulator pads malfunctioning. All personnel advised to clear docking bay.
Are we going to get crushed or something? Also, where did I just come from? Came from there. And I can't turn around now. I need to access this. What the hell? That's quite odd. I didn't quite catch this other than something about gravity not working. But it looks like I can move around. So if I... Okay, it's 3 clicks here.
Where are you going anyway?
I don't know. It's 3 clicks to turn around in here. I can move forward diagonally. Or I can just move forward. Oh god. It's one of these puzzles. Shit.
You seem different somehow. Unlike before, your patterns, you're more curious, like you don't really know what you're doing here, do you? You're not the same intruder.
Technically I am, but it's complicated.
So, why are you here? Are you looking for something? Me?
Looking for evidence, but I've forgotten what the evidence is. I assume the goal is purely just to get to the door on the other side. Nothing more, nothing less. Can I play with that? That looks sus. Lovely. I was over there. I couldn't see anything that I could interact with over there. Maybe I can interact with that thing?
I don't know why I feel this, but I guess I have an instinct about you. My other guest didn't feel right. You're different somehow. Like I should trust you.
I'm starting to wonder if there was actually another guest. Other than Gage Blackwood, I mean. Alright, the scanner room.
Sorry, you'll have to excuse the scanner. My eyes and ears for the moment. Most of the station monitors are dead. Here. Well, here you are. You found me. Well, part of me, anyway. Not much to look at, I know, but it's what's inside that counts. Well, I guess I've decided to trust you. It's not like I have many options. I don't know, maybe we can help each other out. Why don't you move into the room so we can talk better?
That's what they all say. Okay, there's the Nexus. You can only move forward that way or into the center of the room.
I'm this conversation is going to be a little one-sided. My command-level voice recognition module got a little jumbled in the accident. Well, I'm Arthur. You've probably figured out by now that I'm not real. But I'm learning to accept it, really. I split off a few copies of myself, and together we're sharing our feelings about it in group. Anyway, this is what I am. An artificial... non-organic sentient being, if you want to be politically correct, trapped in this wreck with the power dying out a little quickly, I'm afraid. I've yet to figure out who you are, though. I think I can safely rule out the fire department. I thought I was pretty advanced, but the technology I'm reading in your suit is astounding. And this is crazy, but it almost seems like an evolution of mine. Look, if you'll let me, I should be able to interface with your logic system and maybe get a clue as to who you are and how we can help each other. It means an intrusive scan, but we're both lost here, and I need you to trust me. What do you say?
We've got to click no at least once. I know we're going to have to click yes, but we've got to click no at least once. He's going to be dead soon, so unless he completely wrecks our jumpsuits, I don't see the harm in this.
Well, figure it out for yourself then. Someone else will come along soon enough. I've had 2 in one day, haven't I? You'll have to leave the same way you appeared. There's nowhere to go from here. If you change your mind, you know where to find me.
Yeah, it's alright, I'll come back in a sec. 2 in one day. The thing is, Gage Blackwood of 2328 immediately bugged out when he heard the voice. He didn't get this far.
See what we've got. Temporal security? You're from the future. Wow, I'm pleased to meet you, Gage. Wow, you're quite the hero. I guess this is my lucky day. But that's you. I don't get it. Whoa. I'm starting to get a headache here. This plot's getting a little hard to follow. I'm starting to get the picture here. Hey, this is about me. This is better than palm reading. Perished? Then you can't help me or you'll change history.
Okay, he's with the program.
I'm sorry. I've probably seen more than I should. I should have never scanned your biochips. Wait a second. Your biochips. Gage, I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. Take me with you. Your biochips are derived from the same wetware as my brain, only 1,000 times more advanced. If you take me with you, it'll cause a time distortion or whatever, but if I download a copy of myself onto a blank chip, nothing will have changed. And you need me. I know who framed you, the same person who messed with my sculpture.
Ooh.
I can show you what they changed. What do you think? Is it a deal?
Once again, it sounds like we don't have a choice.
Great! Oh, you're not gonna regret this, Gage. Now let's see. I should be able to transfer the data across optically from my core. This is gonna work. That means we've got to get you inside the Nexus, which of course is inconveniently detached from the station at the moment. How do we do this? The door release. The decompression should propel you across to the Nexus. I'll have to give you the override code. It's risky, but it's doable.
The Nexus is not attached to the station, but the diagram we looked at in the previous room said that it was pressurized. Huh.
The emergency release is just above the door. It's a manual release, so I can't do it for you. Okay, punch in this code. 32770. The rest is up to you. Good luck.
It's not 00451.
Emergency door release initiated. Please stand by.
That makes no sense. We're outside the station. Surely we've lost our oxygen. Yeah, there we go. That makes more sense.
Welcome, come to my brain. All that I am is contained in that sphere.
You're gonna have to open me up. There's a manual code lock. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but I think it has to do with exchanging the red lights for green and vice versa. You'll have to figure it out. After that, well, if it works, the next time I talk to you should be from inside your suit.
What is this game called? I know exactly what it is. You push it forward and then you jump and then you do the same for the others. And I'll probably need about 5 or 6 goes at it because I haven't done it since I was a kid. What is that game called? I want to say Jump Frog or something, but I've got memories of playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth not all that long ago and getting confused with the Jump Frog in that game. Yeah, it's basically that, but I'm just struggling to remember how to do this. It's been a while. So if I go forward there, that doesn't work. If I go forward there, that also doesn't work, does it? Yeah, there's definitely a simple way of doing this, I just gotta remember how. It's been a while, Damus. Can I jump over? No? Yes, okay, that works. So... oh my god, it's been so many years since I've last done this. How do you do this again? I feel stupid. Stupider than usual, I mean. Yeah, I can do something like that, but that doesn't immediately help me here. Oh my god. It's too late in the day for me to figure this out. Because at this point, I don't think it matters which one I do. That's going to lock up the top. And that's going to... well, that's not going to do anything, but that's going to lock up the bottom. There's clearly something I'm missing here, but I just can't remember what. Thinking. So at the moment, the only two that can move are these two. If I move that one, it's a bust. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to watch the video afterwards because I can't think of what I did fundamentally different for that.
To anyone who may be listening, my name is Dr. Kenneth Farnstein. I've made this recording in the event that anything should happen to me. This message is an appeal. 26 years ago, I undertook an experiment to create a new kind of artificial intelligence. A system demonstrating the traits of self-awareness and creativity. My results have been astonishing. At first, I considered the experiment a failure. I had created an erratic, unpredictable, thoroughly irrational program, but it had a curiosity, you see. And occasionally, a burst of insight so lucid I was astonished at the understanding. Not the cold conclusions of a machine, but something more right-brained, more intuitive. It was life. It was a result I was unprepared for. Arthur is not simply a program, he is a person. And I've sheltered him here from the circus our world would make of him. I'm afraid I may have corrupted him enough with my obsession for 20th century media. I ask that you understand, and if you can find it in yourself, to protect him for a while. He means a great deal to me.
I'll think about it.
Not exactly flattering. In less than 100 years of progress, you can fit me on a chip. So, how do you like my new home? Comfy little interface, eh? So, this is how I think I can help you out. I couldn't figure out a way for you to ask me questions directly, but I've created a comment button that'll light up if I have something to offer. I've actually become pretty fascinated with art history and stuff, and by the looks of what your future self was researching, what I've studied could come in handy. I've also created a help button in case you get stuck on a problem. You know what they always say, 2 minds are better than 1. But hey, you're the detective. I'm sure you'll want to figure it out on your own before resorting to my help. There's more info in the chip's inventory description. You might want to check that out. As to our mutual friend, he was reprogramming one of my sculptures in the biomass processing module. I think he set up some sort of harmonics response, but the only way to find out for sure is to visit the scene of the crime. And that means getting to that part of the station. I gather you don't have control over where you jump to in a time zone, so it may be a trek. The accident really trashed that part of the station. In fact, we may want to come back to it later. Alright, so maybe it won't make much difference when we get to it, but to be totally honest, I'd much rather go somewhere other than back to the station my first trip out of here. If you know what I mean. I could use a little adventure. Alright, Gage and Arthur's Big Adventure. I like the sound of that.
Farnstein, you're a terrible man. I need to look at this because... It doesn't say it, but I assume that if we use the help button here, that's going to reduce our score. I've usually got something to say, so press the comments button if you want to hear it. The help button is in case you get hopelessly stuck. You can use either button more than once in any situation, but thinking too hard overloads my neurocircuitry, so use the help button only as a last resort. I don't think I'll be clicking that ever if I can avoid it. Yeah, the way he ended that, going into biomass or whatever it was, it sounds like we can't do it right now. And indeed, I've got no movement options here. So, you know what? I think I'll just jump back home.
Oh, like the look. Early terrarium.
He didn't make a comment about it being displayed on the walls, so maybe this is actually a terrarium.
Gage, one word. Curtains.
You know what? I agree. This place is way too bright and hyper modern for my liking. Alright, so I've been going for 2.5 hours. I need to stop. Just gonna make a save and I'll be back in a sec. Okay, I'm back. Before I go to Chateau Gaillard or whatever it's called, I want to check out 2 things first. Firstly, I want to see what was stolen. It was definitely in one of these reports. There we go. It's not letting me skip this. I'm definitely not going to look at the rest right now. Maybe after we've actually completed an area or 2, I'll take a look at those 2.
INN will return after a word from our sponsor.
The ongoing saga.
No, we don't need to listen to the sponsor. Alright. Here we go. We're looking for a jeweled orb from Chateau Gaillard and a signed document from Kenneth Farnstein's lab. We couldn't get that last time because half the place is sealed off. We have to go back there at some point, not sure when that's going to be. So a jeweled orb went missing from this place that I'm going to visit today. I'd like to back up, please. I've got to move forward. God, that's so weird. The other thing I want to check are Gage's notes. I remember the part about the dude dying directly in front of us, but I want to see if there's anything else in here before we jump. Okay, that's his weird sensation where we think someone is shadowing him. That's the space station, the AI. There we go. Someone's standing right in front of us. He spun around the second he heard the displacement effect, but before he could even draw his sword, an arrow came over the wall and hit him in the knee. I mean, back. What else we got? Then I go to watch Philip Augustus's men climbing up through the guard robe, and when I get there, all I see is a grappling hook they left behind. The whole reason I was sent there was to document how the castle fell, and they got me there too late for it. That's kind of similar to what happened with Dr. Feinstein's lab. We warped in an hour early or an hour late, and the space station wasn't where it was supposed to be. That almost sounds deliberate. Alright, Chateau Gaillard. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that last word correctly, or the first word. Chateau Gaillard. Throughout his reign as King of England, Richard I battled with Philip Augustus to maintain I can't pronounce that word, rule over territories in northern France. To oversee and defend many of these territories, Richard the Lionheart quickly erected Chateau Gaillard in the mountains of Normandy. For years, Philip sought to restore the state of his empire. After Richard's death, he got his chance. Having been financially crippled by Richard's exploits, England could do little to hold him off. Territory after territory was retaken by Philip. Though it was thought to be impregnable, Chateau Gaillard capitulated to the French on the 6th of March 1204, after a brief 6-month siege. A failed relief effort by King John is thought to have played a role in the fall of the castle. However, exactly why it succumbed so quickly is still a matter of some controversy. You are to travel to Chateau Gaillard to witness the final day of the siege and to document how Philip's troops gained entry into the castle. Warning! There will be a human presence in this environment. Gather footage from a safe distance and avoid being seen. Your destination coordinates have been scanned and cleared. We're going to turn up after the castle has fallen already. So that basically blows our research mission right there. Okay. I did not do that. Again, the game kicked me out of the menu. Games like random, you're spending too long reading shit, just play the game. I feel like music's very tonally inappropriate. Okay, so that doesn't match Gage's notes at all. He did have time to draw his sword, he did have time to call out, and I assume that had he not done that, he would have been hit in the face with an arrow to preserve the timeline, so to speak. So at this point, the chateau has already fallen or has already been invaded. Right, Arthur, do you have any comments on the situation? Oh, no, not clicking that. Also, I did have a look at the manual. Apparently, a perfect score is 15,000 points. That's what I'll be aiming for today.
That big wooden thing over there is a siege tower. Philip Augustus terrorized the defenders by surrounding the castle with 14 of these. They're pretty handy for being able to shoot over the wall of a castle, but they did have one minor drawback. Can you say flammable?
I've got a terrible feeling that this may actually be an educational game, chat. What have I done? What am I doing to this channel? Okay, I can walk that way. I don't see anything here. I see a flag. And yeah, I think I want to keep the cloak biochip on hand as well, because if there's humans around here, we're in trouble.
If someone should get a glimpse of us up here, in this suit we might pass as a knight, but I think we should be careful not to be seen.
I agree, Arthur. I completely agree.
The wooden roofs were covered with tin, I think to prevent being set ablaze by flaming arrows.
Would that really help? I mean, I assume these here are munitions or something. Either way, they look wooden and they look very, very flammable. The 3 lines. Okay, there's a sort of stairwell there. I can go forward there, but I won't just yet. And I assume that takes me... No, that doesn't take me to where I started. Okay. So I do actually have to go all the way around here. Do you have anything on your corpse? Ooh. Bloody arrow. This is a simple arrow with a wrought iron tip, with the blood of an Englishman on it. Alright, so let's go check out that stairwell. I'm just going to keep that on hand. Ooh, okay, we've got 2 paths. We can either keep going down or go over here. Multiple doors. The biosuit is not going off at us on human presence nearby, but all the same, let me make a save. I take that to mean this door is locked. What about this one? Oh god. There's so many directions. Einstein's lab, this is nice. We can go over there, we can go over there, we can go downstairs in this tower.
This castle really was the jewel in King Richard's crown. He once wrote about Chateau Gaillard. How beautiful is my year-old daughter. When Philip Augustus had said that he would take this castle though its walls are made of iron, King Richard retorted that he would hold it if its walls were made of butter. Then King John the Soft Sword took over. When Philip was done with this place, you could pour it on your popcorn.
This eye is surprisingly competent.
When Philip Augustus heard about Richard's death in 1199, he set about retaking Normandy. Within 3 years, in October of 1203, he was knocking on Chateau Gaillard's door with a formidable army. John answered the door with 300 knights, 3,000 horsemen, and 4,000 foot soldiers and assorted ruffians, who tried to surprise Philip's army with a night attack. Big mistake. He wasn't counting on the new cohesion and confidence of Philip's army in the light of Richard's death. They were slaughtered.
Yeah, I'm sorry everyone. This is educational. I'm very, very sorry. Okay, there's nothing over there. I can't help but feel they're going to know that we're not a knight. The round helmet is the giveaway. Hello? A grappling hook? Yeah, okay, Gage mentioned that in his report. This durable grappling hook is attached to a 15-meter length of rope. We get the rope as well. Excellent. Did they really... No, that can't be a latrine, surely. I hope not. I mean, do what you gotta do to invade the place and destroy the oppressors or whatever the language is, but no, that seems wrong. Okay, we're at a dead end. Could I maybe use the grappling hook to go down there, maybe?
Ah, see that bridge to the inner bailey? This was the castle's one weakness. Under cover of the bridge, Philip Augustus's men managed to dig under the wall and collapse a section of it in what they called let me look it up, a sapping operation. When an attacker would sap a wall of a castle, they would dig a tunnel underneath the foundation supported by a wooden framework. They would then set fire to the wooden beams and the tunnel would collapse under the wall, bringing it down.
Ah, so the moment you said sap, I thought, yeah, okay, explosions, engineers, that sort of thing, but they were also using fire back in those days to bring the walls down. See, we're learning, or at least I'm learning, because I don't know anything about history. I'm not a historian, chat. I'm going to make another save just because I feel like I've made some progress, and you've heard Arthur say some stuff. That's a long forward. Did I do multiple there? No. That's just one, okay. Apologies.
I hope the serfs have umbrellas.
Yeah, okay. Maybe it is a latrine. You hope the serfs have umbrellas. Jesus.
You tiny-brained wipers of other people's bottoms, I fart in your general direction. Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelled of elderberries.
Sorry, I always wanted to say that.
Really? Do I have to pick this thing up to complete the game? Oh my god. Hopefully that's the only time we'll hear a Monty Python reference in this game. Am I safe here? If I just wait here long enough, will they eventually pick me off? Because this place is very, very unguarded. Also, can I go down there? No.
We seem to be getting closer to where that catapult is hitting, and I'd be willing to bet their aim isn't getting worse.
Okay, let's see if we can get hit by the catapult. Oh. I mean, that looks like a human to me. If it's not, that's just the low res of the video shining through. There might be a human there as well.
Missed me by that much.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a Get Smart reference, right? Jesus. I'm old, chat. Oh, we can't progress. Okay. Now we can go down there. They look distinctly hostile. Well, maybe not necessarily hostile, but we are not supposed to have any interactions with humans here. Can I get back up there? I'm going to take that as a no. That's concerning because there's an area that we've not explored. Okay, we have a door there. Yeah, I don't know if you could hear that or not, but whoa. I'm clicking it once. Okay, I've taken my hand off the mouse. Oh my god. How many times did I click this? To be clear, my hand is in the air. I'm not doing anything. Yeah, I full panicked there and clicked this a bunch of times while that animation was playing, and that caused me to cloak and decloak after the animation had finished. My bad. Alright. We have people, which is very bad. Ooh. Temporal anachronism detected within immediate vicinity. Use evidence chips to locate. There is something here that is not from this time zone.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair.
Is there DLC or something I can download to shut this guy up? Okay, locates. Is that from this time period? Hell no. We have our first evidence. Yeah, it's not going to tell me anything about it, but we see the number 3353 on a footprint. Is that part of the biosuit? I'm guessing so. Yeah, footprints inappropriate for this era. Makes sense. I wonder if they're played by the same actors that we saw in New Sydney. It's a terrible thing to say, I know. Okay, so what do I do now? I can't move forward here. I can go through this door back. All very thrilling. If I turn back that way, am I going to... You know what? They probably had a lot of fun recording that. Right, so what's behind this door? I can't tell if this is a kitchen or a forge. I assume from that it's a forge. That pan looks suspicious. We have a hammer. This solid iron hammer is worn from years of use. Do you have any comments on that, Arthur?
Yes, it's the incredible sharpening wheel, the latest in lightweight stone technology. It spins, it sparks, it sharpens your knives. It's absolutely free with your 6-piece set of Ginsu broadswords.
I've got no comments on that. Could I use that with something perhaps like the metal bar or the bloody arrow? Not from here, but wait. Yeah, you all saw that. That hammer was there a moment ago. The limitations of technology. Maybe I can turn that into a spear. Wrong button. Did not mean to do that. Nah, okay. Nothing on the table. Yeah, that's a bellows. This is a forge, very clearly. Can I grab that? No, I can't. It's not even too large. I've got a null temporal pocket or whatever it's called. I can interact with it though.
This is an old wood-burning forge, which blacksmiths at the time used to heat up and soften raw iron, which they would then hammer to create rod or forged tools and weapons. This fire can only get up to about 1300 degrees Celsius. Stop me if I'm getting too technical. So they would be limited to casting softer metals such as bronze, copper, or gold.
Only 1300 Celsius, chat.
Pumping the bellows draws air through the coals, stoking the fire. Try it, you weakling.
That one I don't guess. Okay. There's a bunch of stuff we can interact with here, but I don't know if we're going to need to or not. Nothing on that shield, nothing on this weapons rack. Oh, I can't move forward there. Okay. If I go this way, can I go... No, this is a dead end. Which means that unless I've missed something down in this area, that is the end of my exploration for this area.
Hey, now there's a nasty looking rig. The blacksmith would use something like that to hold cows and horses still for shoeing. No doubt some of them enjoyed it too. I mean, still, there's nothing more disturbing than a cow into bondage.
Arthur? No. Not touching that one. Yeah, I don't see a way to progress here, so... The other question I had is, if I jump here, do I lose the items that I've picked up? Also, it's Gaillard, I think. Chateau Gaillard. That's how he was pronouncing it earlier. We still have his bloody arrow. We still got the grappling hook and the hammer. If I look down here, yeah, it's gone. Technically, that's not accurate, but that's fine. I don't mind. From memory, I think I need the cloak. Oh, there's another door here. Dang, okay. Let me just try this one very quickly. Well, I say there was a door, but I couldn't see it from the hallway. I just assumed it was there. Nothing else around here. Can I break the door down? I can't even see the iron ring or the handle or whatever it is to get inside. Okay, we are at the bottom of the tower. nice mace. Is he going to move, or do I need to decloak and try getting in the door behind me? I can't choose any other biochips here. I've got to deactivate and then hope for the best, but I've got a feeling he's going to spot me. That door is locked. Yeah, this dude is going to kill me instantly, I think. Yep, there we go.
Norman traitor! You shall not flee now!
Nice mace. Agent 5's presence in the perimeter stairwell of Chateau Gaillard was detected by a castle guard. The sentry, who mistook Agent 5 for a French knight, wearing that outfit? Really? Pummeled him until death. Good stuff. Okay, so we have supporting evidence now. We do not have critical evidence. I've got a couple of puzzles solved and a bit of research. Okay, making progress. But I don't see anywhere else to go here. That's locked. We have 2 doors downstairs. One of which, the one on the right, is guarded, and the one on the left is locked. Is there anything else here? Okay, so what have I gained? I've gained a bloody arrow, which I'm struggling to find at the moment, a grappling hook, a hammer, and we got the metal bar out of Feinstein's lab. I don't see what I need those items for yet, but I'm far from visiting all the time zones, so let's just recall for a sec.